You were surrounded by dozens of enemies, but you activated Deadeye mode. Your bullets ran out. You quickly took cover and reloaded 5 rounds in the magazine. You activated Deadeye again. But the bullets were quickly used up again. Dang, this magazine has way too little capacity. If only it had more rounds. So you opened the weapon crate and took out a revolver. Using a speed loader, you loaded 6 rounds, then fired at the enemies. But the bullets ran out again quickly. Ugh, 6 shots still aren't enough. So you opened the crate again and took out an M1 Garand rifle. You loaded 8 rounds using an N-block clip. With a ping sound, the clip ejected as the bullets ran out. You quickly ducked back into cover. The clip held a bit more, sure. But honestly, still not enough. If only it held even more rounds. So you opened the crate again and took out an AK-74 rifle. It uses detachable magazines. Each magazine holds 30 rounds. As you fired at the enemies, the rounds were pushed upward by spring pressure until the magazine emptied again. But the enemies just kept coming. 30 rounds still weren't enough. If only you could carry more ammo. So you opened the weapon crate again and pulled out a P90 submachine gun. You immediately opened fire. As you shot, the bullets were pushed forward and rotated 90 degrees to enter the chamber. Under your constant fire, the bullets ran out fast. You quickly hit again. Ugh, even 50 rounds wasn't enough. I need even more capacity. So you opened the crate again and pulled out a PP-19 submachine gun. This drum magazine held 64 rounds. You loaded it and fired at the enemies. As you fired, the inner drum rotated around its axis. Ridges inside the drum pushed the bullets in a spiral path to the feed mouth. 2 dummy rounds inside pushed the real rounds into the chamber. The enemies couldn't even lift their heads under your fire. But again, the bullets ran out. You quickly ducked back down. Ugh, it's better, but still not enough bullets. So you opened the crate again and took out a Thompson submachine gun. Its drum magazine held 100 rounds. You loaded it and opened fire. As you fired, the internal spring mechanism spun continuously, forcing bullets along the grooves, feeding them steadily into the firing chamber. You unleashed full auto fire, pouring a storm of bullets at the enemy. But even those ran out. You ducked back into cover. Ugh, if only you could keep shooting without needing to reload. So you opened the crate again and pulled out a PKM general-purpose machine gun. It uses belt-fed ammunition. The belt links are connected by small hinges. Each link holds a bullet. You immediately opened fire. The belt fed rounds into the chamber nonstop, and the empty links were ejected from the side. You kept firing at the enemies. They couldn't raise their heads under your suppression. Anita got shot instantly. But as you kept firing, the gun felt heavier and heavier. Turns out the belt was still connected as it emptied, so the weight increased with each shot. Eventually, it became too heavy to lift. So you ducked back into cover. This belt was nice, sure, but if only it could break apart after use. Then the weight wouldn't build up. So you opened the crate again and took out an M60 general-purpose machine gun. This gun's ammo belt was made of small, individual links. You raised it and opened fire. The belt drove the rounds into the chamber. Then, as the bullets were fired, the belt links detached and scattered to the ground. You kept firing nonstop. The enemies didn't dare raise their heads. Minute by minute passed. You kept laying down fire. The enemy's morale completely collapsed. They raised white flags and surrendered. You won a battle.